Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're talking about some massive changes that could change the very fabric of how Battlefield is played, particularly with the Conquest mode, on top of health regeneration changes, and some interesting miscellaneous information that we'll be going over later. So, if you want to follow Battlefield 6, this is the channel for you. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and of course, swing by stream. I stream every single day at twitch.tv/enders. We're getting so close to the release of Battlefield 6. If they delay it now, I'll be devastated. The first thing we're going to talk about is the fact that Battlefield 6 appears to have added a mercy rule to Conquest. This is coming from Battlefield Bulletin. They say, Battlefield 6 Conquest mode now features a new pop-up timer to show mercy to the losing team if all flags are capped by the contrary team. If your team is unable to capture a flag before the timer ends, they'll automatically lose the match to prevent being spawn-trapped endlessly. DICE has also added a new pop-up message when a team is about to win or lose a match. Now, when it comes to how I think about this, it's more complicated than meets the eye. It really is. It depends how this is implemented. And based on the screenshot provided, which is up on your screen right now, you can see this mercy rule kicks in extremely quickly if your team is getting spawn trapped, even from the beginning of the game. If you can see here, the team that's losing has 832 tickets, and the mercy rule is already kicking in. Now, this is obviously because I suppose this team was spawn trapped since the beginning of the game, but in my opinion, it should not kick in if the enemy team has, say, 83% of their tickets remaining, like we see in this picture. I think it should kick in if they're being spawn trapped and the tickets hit just hypothetically 25% remaining or 20% remaining. And that's if they should keep this rule at all. Now, I'll just sort of present both sides of what I've seen so far in terms of the opinions on this. On one side of things, people are against it, because they feel like matches need to be played out, and you need to give the team that's losing that hard an opportunity to break out or flank or get a back cap in order to get back into the game. And then there's the other side of things, which essentially says, if your team is being spawn trapped this hard and just constantly being farmed, constantly shut down, maybe the game should end quickly so those players don't get too frustrated and they get thrown back into a new game. Where I stand on this all comes down to the implementation of it. If it kicks in too quickly, like we see in this screenshot, I'm not a fan of it, because I feel like ending a game with 800 tickets left is just too soon. I feel like they definitely need to change the threshold and perhaps the amount of time it takes for the mercy rule to kick in. But for instance, if you are spawn trapping them hard and there's just no way they're ever getting out of the spawn, and you're doing it all the way down to them having 20% tickets or 15% tickets, I can totally see there being the mercy rule just ending the game early so people can get out of that server and then get into a new game. We definitely need more specific information, because there could also be scenarios where, for instance, you're playing a game of Battlefield, you're playing Conquest, your team's doing well, but it's a back and forth, teams trading flags, and then your team manages to all cap them, but for only a short amount of time. How long does it take for the mercy rule to kick in? How long does the enemy team have to remain all capped in order for this rule to activate? So we need more information, and we need to actually get our hands on this. I assume this will be in the game on release, and I suppose we'll just have to see how this plays. But definitely let me know your thoughts on this. This is one of the biggest changes to the Battlefield Conquest mode that it's received in a very, very long time. Now on to some changes regarding the health system in Battlefield 6. This is coming from Exclusive Ace. He noticed in one of his videos that based on the Battlefield 6 beta's health regeneration rate, it was actually changed in the new build that he played. The health regen rate was changed from 20 HP per second and brought down to 10 HP per second. The regeneration delay from the beta remains unchanged apparently. It still remains at 5 seconds, but the regeneration time is now longer from 3 to 4 seconds. So basically what you need to know is health regeneration was slowed in comparison to the Battlefield 6 beta. These changes might seem small, but anything regarding health regeneration is always a big deal because, of course, that's how you survive in the game, and this is very important. Ultimately, I don't think this is going to be the end of the world. I think it's going to be just fine. If I'm not mistaken, even the nerfed regeneration rate might be faster than the regen rate that is present in Battlefield 2042. And of course, if you play support as your main role, then you don't really have to worry much about this at all because you still have the ability to heal yourself whenever you want. And for those people that might be wondering, there is no information suggesting that suppression doesn't stop health regen anymore. Suppression should still stop health regen in Battlefield 6, so I suppose that provides extra utility to suppressive fire anyway. Now onto some information regarding the Battlefield 6 APS system, or the Grenade Intercept system, as it is called in this game. This is APS, it destroys hostile grenades and missiles, that sort of stuff, but an interesting change going from 2042, and I believe previous Battlefield games, into BF6, is after the Grenade Intercept system destroys 3 projectiles, it destroys itself. If you've played Battlefield 2042 and you've played against Irish, particularly on maps such as Redacted that have a lot of choke points with spam, you will know that the APS just sits there until somebody destroys it. But this change makes it so that it destroys itself, so it doesn't have unlimited uptime. Again, it might seem like a small change, but this is definitely going to have a noticeable and felt impact in maps that have CQC gameplay. This will allow you to have more windows of opportunity to try to time the APS window and get a grenade in there to try to kill the enemy players that are sitting close to a corner or just in a choke point. And this change is also likely extremely relevant to the Battle Royale, which I'm sure you'll be able to pick up APS or grenade intercept systems off the ground, like I think you can do in Warzone. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm like 99% sure I saw APS in Warzone. And that pretty much wraps up the Battlefield news, but at the end of this video, I wanted to talk about my thoughts regarding the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 multiplayer trailer. And I swear I'm not trying to be like a hater. I'm not trying to hate on COD just to hate on COD. I watched the trailer, and guys, this is terrible. Like, Call of Duty, this is fucking horrible. Do yourself a favor, or maybe this won't be a favor, but watch the Battlefield 6 reveal / multiplayer trailer, then go ahead and watch the Black Ops 7 trailers. The whiplash is crazy. The quality difference, the tone, just everything about it isn't even remotely comparable. Battlefield's trailer team, I know they're good, but holy shit, I didn't know Call of Duty was in like this much of a hole. It's essentially completely unrecognizable, and for the first time, I might not even touch the Call of Duty beta. I had a discussion with my viewers on stream today, and I asked them, I go, like, should I play it? And a lot of them said yes, but my gut feeling, dude, this might be the first Call of Duty I legitimately just do not care about in the slightest. I might not even try it. And that's never happened before, and it's just sad, because I remember being excited for Call of Duty releases when I was a kid, you know? I used to really be excited for the OGs, like Modern Warfare 3, the original, and Modern Warfare 2, and the original Black Ops, and really the golden age of COD in my mind, and it's just so far from what it should be now. But you know the crazy thing? Black Ops 7 is still probably going to outsell Battlefield 6. Isn't that just insane? The chokehold Call of Duty has on, I don't know, who is buying these games? Anyway, if you enjoy the content and want to follow Battlefield 6, this is the channel for you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about all this stuff in the comment section, particularly the mercy rule for Conquest. Hit the like button and swing by a stream. I stream every single day at twitch.tv/enders. All links are in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video and maybe even a stream.